Guys, hello everyone, and please give me 5x5. You can hear me and see me okay? Morning light, princess. Just give me a couple seconds here. I'm gonna adjust my telephone, my rig. Lorna, 5x5. Excellent. Hello everyone again. This is one time of the week and the day. It's Saturday. I moved up the stream a little bit, about 20 minutes up, because it's a little different today. I do not have a power bank. Unfortunately, it just died on me today. So it's going to be, a regular length stream, about 2 hours, 20 minutes. That's how long my telephone can last. Okay, where I'm taking you today, guys. Last week, I took you along with me to a Russian ghetto. We did a walkthrough. Then there was a very long time sitting in a coffee shop, which I enjoyed very much, answering your questions and just chatting. Then I got out on the street, and it was Saturday around 11 p.m. and I couldn't believe my eyes. The very center of the city was empty. In my days, place was the party, you know. Saturday night, everyone would just get out and just walk, you know, have drinks. The center was the place. And I was wondering, I thought the city died, you know. And then learned that the party moved to a different place, to the waterfront of Rostov, because waterfront was rebuilt. Back in my days, it was a dump. Very unsafe, very, very unpleasant, should I say. But these days, it's totally different. And I already did a walkthrough of the waterfront, the embankment of Rostov. But it was during the daytime, and I, you know, just saw a bunch of families with kids and people playing. But this place really wakes up at night, and it becomes the vibrant party place, okay? And this is where I'm taking you today. That's why I moved up the stream a little bit. Oi, I'm not sure if it's about 9 o'clock. Yeah, we should get some of the actions, you know. It won't be complete darkness, but twilight. But this is when everything starts get going. In the coffee shop, I will walk around and I will, you know, concerning today's plan. Right now, I'm gonna do about an hour of walking. We'll show you the embankment again, and we'll sit down at someplace nice. And hopefully, if they have power banks, then I will extend my stream a little bit, but that's the plan. Anyway, let's find out who's on today. I guess it's the usual suspects. Jason Babila, hi friend. John Liebold, good to see you. Morning Light, Sunset. Mommy, Morning Light. Jennifer Lax, Lorna. Russian Plus. Wow, Slava, it's good to see you. Guys, applauds for Slava, because in my eyes, he is the best English-speaking Russian blogger in YouTube. It's really good to see you here. Clinton Princess. Well, I just call you Princess. I see a new user, new viewer Kari. What kind of rings a bell? Kim. Hello, my friend. Deborah Hardesty. Melanie. Lorna, I'm going to get a table for all of us, a big one, you know, just like, was it the last stream? I got a big table. Yes, no, the stream before that, at the burger joint. Table big for everyone. Johnny Wilson, CBCLI, and Matt Bates. These are the names so far, but I see 22 people. Friends, welcome. Crapper. If you want to ask me questions, please type in the caps, because it's really hard for me to walk and answer, and once I sit down there will be so many messages and I'll be going through them, and you know, caps are much easier to read. Anyway, I am at the very, no, I shouldn't say, the embankment, the waterfront of Rostov is not the very center of the place. It's Rostov's southern border, but it's still considered the center of the city, just not the very center. We were at the very center last and stream before last. One of most favorite spots for the locals, for Rostovites, and well, let's check it out without further ado. My wife is out and about today, so I took my car. Matt Bates, are you in Rostov? Oh, you in Rostov? Let's meet up. Come down to the embankment and join my stream. So we have at least two people now who are very familiar with Rostov. Well, obviously it's John Bates, is it Matt Bates, Matt, and John Liebold. Matt, what are you doing in Rostov? What has brought you here? There aren't too many foreigners in this city. Now I'm gonna take a right turn, and this is where the waterfront starts. It was renovated a few years ago, and it's actually pretty cool in this place these days. I don't know if you guys were here, if you watched my stream from a couple months ago. I think I did one in June. I took the same route. I was telling you that this place used to be not the dump, but a very dangerous hangout for people. There used to be street gangs here, and if one would get here after dark, most certainly he'd be mugged, beaten, or worse. But that changed around, I don't know, 15 years ago. River cruise ships. There are 3 large boats, well, ships. They've been 4, actually. There's one up right front. There are 4 ships, and they've been here all these 18 months of pandemic, because I don't think that the cruises, river cruises, are allowed in Russia. I know every time, oh, that's a nice yacht right there, Millennium. believe it or not, but it belongs to a person I know. We took that yacht for a wedding once. Not my wedding, but my godson spent the entire night on it. And I should make a video. I have tons of footage. But I took it for myself, not for YouTube. It was 2 years ago. The yacht is called Millennium, and it belongs to the owner of Rostov's port. He keeps it at the port. Добрый денек. Как, ловится чё?
Пока еще нет.
Я не глазливый, если чё.
Я не боюсь. Утром будет видно.
На ночь пришли, да? This fisherman here is for the night trip. He's gonna spend a night here. He says, "You'll see my results at night, in the morning. Come back in the morning. You'll see what's going on." There's plenty of fish here. I think this is for carp, bream or bram, perhaps. All right, so Matt, what are you doing in Rostov? I wonder if you answered me. Let me check it out. I'll show you the fisherman for a little bit. Matt Bates, I'm sorry, Matt Bates. So you're in Rostov for 13 years? You're a local. Come on down to the embankment. Sunset, K. Where would you like to visit in America? Oh, Maine, obviously, because I spent almost 10 years in Maine. It's one of my favorite states. In California, because I also spent some time in California, went to college there, and I also love, gosh, you know what? I love place without winter. I don't mind winter, I don't mind cold and snow, but you know what? There's one point in your life when you wake up and it's too much for you. And you're thinking, I want everlasting summer. Florida, certainly Florida, I'd like to visit. Disney World, I promised to my kid to take him there. Both kids, actually, both sons and the girls too. Then Texas, would love to check out. I've been to Texas before, but briefly. I'd like to see more. Ski in Colorado, all kinds of places. I like many states. No, I just mentioned Texas, Lorna. I'm sorry. Yes. Texas is the pillar of freedom, I think, in the entire world, not just in the United States. So I can't really skip Texas. All right, let's get on. Let's get going. Melanie, Constantine, you and I were to be in contact for the name of the city. You know what? I totally forgot. Melanie, I promise that I will do it right after the stream. Last stream was crazy. I just remembered that you asked me for the groceries name. Talked to them a couple times during the week, but I'm sorry. Will do today. And you know, if you want, drop me an email. My email address is in the about section. Здравствуйте. Сувениры у вас тут? Look, these are little souvenirs from Rostov. Fridge magnets. What are the white domes on the ground? These ones, they block cars from driving on the embankment because it's really hard to explain. But if you're a judge in Rostov, or you're a state prosecutor, or you're a politician close to mayor or a governor, then you are above the law. And if you get drunk and drive here, no one can stop you. Local cops, they were just too afraid, you know. So in order that not to happen, people put bulletproof devices or things. This is a bulletproof thing. It guarantees that no one drives right here. I see that you're talking about Rostov with Matt. Sapporo Italiana is a fantastic place. There's one right on the embankment. I think the best pasta I have ever had was in Sapporo Italiana. Although I've been to Italy many times, and you know, I had pasta there, but this place is just, it rocks.
Сердятка еще и воняет.
Yeah, Melanie, last stream was very long and very tiring. I got home around midnight or past midnight and totally skipped my mind. I apologize. James, hello my friend. Love to Maine from Russia. Okay, this is the first fountain. Kids and adults alike. Especially if you have a couple shots of vodka, you know, you certainly do that. The guy's waving to me because I waved him. Oh, you guys won't believe what a few shots of vodka do to you in a weather like this. Your life just becomes happier. You know, you do things that you wouldn't have done not drinking. You see, this is where the party starts. This is the pickup place. Young people come here to meet each other. Not just this one, but this entire area. Oh yes, I see a fountain is working. You guys are in for a treat. I will show you a very interesting thing. A local site, the fountain at the waterfront. This place is new. I've never been here before. It's called Pier 25. Looks stylish. It's right on the water. Chief Jim, this place kind of reminds me, there's a restaurant right on the water in Portland, Maine. It's called DeMillo's. I had my first wedding there. DeMillo's is larger and I think the food is much better, but this place is pretty cool too. By the way, is DeMillo's still there? Let me know. Sculptures of birds, I didn't really see them. Probably Rostov's best hotel right there, Radisson Blue at the waterfront. They were building a Sheraton. A friend of mine was building it, but they ran out of money, went bankrupt. So there's no Sheraton here. Usual suspects, Subway, Baskin Robbins right there. YouTube's gonna hit me for copyright again. I hate when there's loud music. Very strange looking sculpture. Techno art. Tiny one, couple hour cruises.
Приобретаем билеты в кассах 20-го, 21-го и 23-го причала и спеши на посадку. Вас ожидает 2 палубы, 2 ресторана, 3 охраны, закольное сопровождение, отсвечивает.
This actually is a restaurant. It's called the Lighthouse. Russian Plus. Slava, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you for the super chat. I guess it's gonna be a time for cold drinks tonight. Slava, if you want to film Rostov, I think this is where you should start with. Again, the usual suspects. McDonald's. Of course, I love Rostov. Gotta have it, you know. I'm yet to see one person with a face mask on. Another restaurant. It's a terrace of the Lighthouse restaurant. It's awesome looking. If I were to choose, I would rather go to the Pier 25 because it's right on the water. And this place is right, it looks fancy, but it's right in the middle of walking action. Amount of people here is amazing. I barely can walk here. We have some little fishermen here. Mucho fishing going on. And this is the local, the waterfront fountain. Certainly a good place for people watching. I used to love people watch, but not a big fan anymore. As I grow older, you know, interests change a bit. There you go. Kids and adults alike. By the way, it's about 32 degrees right now. It's cooled down considerably in the past few hours. It used to be, well, 30, 32 is what? I think it's 90 degrees Fahrenheit and it's 32 Celsius. It was 38 today. It was like 104. Kids are having a blast. Hey, I made an entire video and it's called What Happens When Mercury Rising and Kids Go Dipping in the Fountain. I did it in Moscow a couple months ago when we were still in Moscow. I'm gonna put a link in the description, check it out. But this is something that Michael and me do, well, not a lot, but weather allowing. This is what on the other side. Pretty much nothing, just river grass. There's a little tiny port. Right behind those trees you can see cranes, sea cranes. There are a few silos and they usually store and ship wheat because Rostov is one of the world's largest wheat producers, well, logistic centers, because they bring wheat from all over southern Russia to Rostov and ship it to Turkey, Egypt, all over the world. All right, let's move on. It's so noisy here. On one side I have music blasting and people, advertising the river cruises, and on the other side kids are screaming. And let me tell you, I prefer kids screaming anytime. Cotton candy, popcorn, pop soda. Now it's still not the time for, cold drinks. The waterfront historically has a few monuments like this. They describe the life of Cossacks. The guy is making fish chowder because Rostov is very famous for fish chowder. It's our, in Maine there's lobster, in Louisiana it's gumbo, and in Rostov it's fish chowder, Don fish chowder. So Matt, are you going to come down to the embankment? Bar duck. I'll give you a little heads up. All concessions, all businesses, all restaurants here at the waterfront on this embankment belong to two brothers, two Armenian brothers. Basically, they run this place. They tied in with the city administration, of course. Okay, Matt, after my friends get here, if I can walk them into it, talk them into it. Yeah, please do. For the next 2 hours, I'm gonna be here somewhere around. Another restaurant spelled it wrong in Russian. It's not local, it should say domestic in Russian, but anyway. Mooring 21. The pontoon at Mooring 21. That sounds pretty good. Let's see what's going on the river. I'll take a little break to rest my arm.
Дорогие гости, жители нашего
Oh,
города,
no.
мы приглашаем вас на часовую прогулку вверх по реке Дон.
This guy is such a bother. This noise, can't stand it.
Ждет вас на 20-м причале. На борту теплохода 2 палубы, бар-ресторан и приятное музыкальное сопровождение. Также вас ожидает фоторепортаж и мини-экскурсия с нашей часовой прогулки. А билеты вы можете приобрести в
That's a river cruise. Usually it's 2-hour cruise or 5-hour cruise. Take you up and down the river. Right behind it is a little pontoon boat, also for hire. Right there. That thing looks pretty good. About $100 per hour to rent. See that little pontoon boat. Alright, let's get out of here. You know, guys, one thing I cannot stand about these cruise boats is once they take off, music is so loud there. You cannot speak to people sitting next to you. It's absolutely terrible. I've done these cruises a couple times, and every time, I mean, I would do them every week if there was not for the music. The operators of this cruise think that the louder the music, the more drinks people buy. Still many people with little kids, tons of families. So far, so good. No trouble. Guys, last time I walked all the way to the bridge, walked up the bridge, walked over the bridge to the other side of this river, Don, and there's the Olympic embankment, Olympic waterfront. If you see right there, there's, not the Olympic, FIFA World Cup embankment. That entire area was renovated 3 years ago for FIFA World Cup in Russia, and it's really, really nice here. Tons of people, actually, I can see it from here, tons of people swimming. That's a beach. If we were here a few hours earlier, the streets would be empty because it's too hot to walk, obviously, but the beach will be absolutely packed with people. I'm not going to cross the bridge this time. I'm going to find someplace quiet. Look at these guys. Oh yeah, I wish I could join them. One guy is giving a ride to 3 pretty girls. That's boats for you, you know. Sunset is that way, that's west. Right there, river police or patrol. There's another restaurant called Rice. very popular chain in Rostov. I think there are like 50 restaurants of the same chain. And this right here is Sapore Italiano, the best Italian Rostov has to offer. I probably should land here and spend, oh, I know where I'm gonna sit. Right on the second floor, right there. And I am going to have a few cold drinks here and talk to you guys. And we will see how the action builds up. We could actually see it right from that open veranda. And I will go and make a reservation. The two goal phenomena, okay? The two goals start showing up again. In my previous streams, well, Slava, if you're still here, please tell me, you live in Yekaterinburg, right? Do you have the same thing there as we have in Rostov? See, I did streams every Saturday for the past 2 months, every Saturday here in Rostov. And I'm taking people outside in the city center to show them what the regular life, nightlife, day life is in Rostov. And one thing I noticed is there are so many pretty girls. Well, Rostov is fairly famous for, beautiful women because we're right next to Ukraine, and Ukraine is numero uno in the world for beautiful women, all right? So we have this mix here of Jewish, Russian, Ukrainian, Belarusian, Georgian, and that mix produces very beautiful looking people, right? So anyway, Slava, I noticed that there are so many girls walking on the streets after dark. Like I'm seeing them right now already in pairs. No guys, two girls. Where are all the guys? Please let me know if the same thing happening in Yekaterinburg. And I'm gonna go to Sapporo Italiano and make a reservation. They have music here. No, please don't tell me they have music on the second floor. That's a copyright strike. Gosh.
Это кнопочка, чтобы вызывать официанта.
Oh no. Music. Здравствуйте, а можно забронировать у вас наверху? Там музыки...
Сегодня, к сожалению, нет уже.
Почему?
Только рассадка по факту. У нас есть определенное количество броней, которые можно на день делать, но у нас полностью заполнено.
А сейчас есть места?
Только на двоих там есть столик. На
На
втором
двоих.
этаже в помещении.
А там, где открыто?
А на летних вы имеете
Да.
в виду? Там все занято полностью.
А освободится что-нибудь?
Я пока, освободиться только я не знаю пока когда.
Я понял. Ну ладно.
Примерно минут 20 поставить.
Looks like no luck. Ой. Guys, I was not able to secure a reservation because everything's taken, especially on the second floor, an open veranda. No wonder, this is Rostov's top spot for Italian, and in my eyes, it's Russia's top spot because I haven't had better Italian food in entire Russia than I had in this one. Sapporo Italiana. Actually, Italian guy who lives in Rostov, he established this place and then he's running it. Let me show you another interesting place. We don't have face masks, but sometimes we have scarves. The Muslim women, they wear scarves. They're not allowed to not wear scarves by their men or religion. This is the restaurant row, right? This is where people park. And restaurants right there. Actually, pretty cool restaurants. Karaoke. There's a fish place or German cuisine that was here a long time ago. Osaka, Japanese cuisine, but you know, I would never recommend anyone go to that place. This guy's, it's not Japanese, it's called Japanese. It's considered in Rostov it's Japanese, but in reality I don't know what the heck is that. Pretty scary looking monument. This picture is from one of Russia's fables, folks fables, but I mean, looks pretty sinister. Looks like the bear is going to eat the girl, you know, and the girl she has kind of evil face. How you guys find it? I wouldn't show it to Michael. And there are some strange mushrooms down below. CBCLI, is there swimming near this or only the fountains? Fountains is the best swimming, of course. This is where Russian Olympic swimmers train. I'll show you where people swim and hopefully you'll be able to see it from here. Well, I can see it, but camera is not as good as eyes. Hang on. Guys are sailing into sunset, literally. But it looks like they are being chased by the cops. There is no siren, so perhaps it's not a chase, but looks like the cops are just trying to catch up with them. They're booking it too. CBCLI, so look. I'm standing on the right bank of River Don. That right in front of me, there's a left bank. That right there is the city beach, right there. If you could see, it's actually a very nice sandy beach where people go and swim. It's free. It's a public beach. It's part of FIFA World Cup embankment reconstruction project. And take a look at Take a look at this coastline. Oh yeah. Coastline going all the way to the east. All right, let me explain you how Rostov is situated. So I'm standing. This is the right bank of the river. This is Rostov's very center, southern part and the central part. Okay, if you walk 5-7 minutes up the stairs and straight forward, you will hit the cathedral. This is where I started a couple weeks ago. The Cathedral Square, the Grand Bazaar. So we are at the very center. That's Rostov, 1 million people city. That's residential area. On the other side of the river, the left bank is recreational. It starts with a city beach and it goes all the way for, let's say, 20 kilometers, 13 miles. There are plenty of restaurants, hotels right on the water. Very secluded, well, some are secluded. There are a couple public beaches way like 10 miles way over there. People just drive up there. They drive in the cars right on the beach and just have picnics and parties. Fantastic place. This place is called Lev Berdon, and it's very famous, very known in the entire Russia as the party place. John, Constantine, can you tell us on some history of and the source of the Don, where it starts and how long it is, what Russian... John, yes, Don is a very important river. It's been important for the past 5,000 years, believe it or not, because a little to the south, like 30 miles south, there was an ancient Greek city called Tanais, right where the sunset is. It was right on the river, just like Rostov, only just literally 30 miles down to the west. And it was the most northern outpost of the Athens Union. There was an Athens Union in ancient Greece, right? The city-states led by Athens, and Tanais was a part of that union, and it was patrolling the border, northern border with the barbarians. Whatever north of Tanais was considered the barbaria, savages. But savages brought a lot of valuable resources, goods to trade, like furs, wheat, and this is where they traded, giving them pottery and things like that, weapons, and the barbarians would bring mostly furs and food, wheat. And Greek would send it to all over Greek cities, to Greece, right? Then Rostov was established. Don has been a pretty important trade route because it runs up north, south, north. Yes, it runs up north. Kind of takes a left turn, like 100 miles, and goes north. And let me remember, it runs straight up north, and it allows ships to travel up to Voronezh, and also there's a channel where Don connects to Volga River, and Volga is the Caspian Sea. So basically anyone can sail from the Mediterranean to the Black Sea to the Sea of Azov, and through Don, couple hundred miles up north, and to Volga River, and then go to Caspian Sea to Iran, or up north to St. Petersburg, to Archangel, to the White Sea. So Don is really important. It's about 500 miles long, and it runs through two major cities in Russia. It starts around Voronezh, about 400 miles north, I think, something like that. And it runs down to where it meets the Sea of Azov. Basically, this is where Don's delta begins. And then the delta is not as large as, for example, Volga's delta, but it's pretty large delta, river delta, and plenty of fish here, tons of shipping traffic. So that's a little bit about Don River. And Rostov is a hugely important logistics center because it's called gateway to the south. Because all the roads, railroads, regular roads, they run through Rostov. This bridge is a huge artery. There's one bridge, there's another bridge to the right, and there's another bridge to the left. So the three bridges, they cross Don River, and they are extremely important logistics-wise. Okay, and Germans, when they were advancing, they made Rostov one of their key targets and actually captured the city. But Russians considered it so important that they captured it back. There was a huge, fierce fighting, but then Germans put more troops and they took it back again. And it was occupied by the Germans for 18 months. And finally, Russian troops kicked the Germans out in 1943. Basically, Rostov was razed. Absolutely razed. If you guys see, the only structure left untouched was the railroad bridge. It's right there. Look at the tip of my finger right there. It was built over 100 years ago by a student of the engineer called Eiffel, who built the Eiffel Tower. There was an engineering bureau, and that bureau built that bridge right there. Actually, it's a very famous bridge. And it was so important for both Russians and Germans that they both avoided bombing that bridge because that was the only railroad leading from this mainland Russia to the Caucasus. Okay, so there was a fierce fighting. City was absolutely razed to the ground except for very few buildings in the center. Was rebuilt in the 40s and the 50s. The ghetto that I walked with you last time, a week ago, was actually the first buildings they started building right after the war. People were homeless, so they started building those tiny huts out of whatever they had at hand, like wood, sticks, everything, so people could have a roof above their heads. So I should give that ghetto a credit. It was a lifesaver for a lot of people right after the war. It's just unfortunately nothing has been done with it since the 40s and early 50s. That's another monument dedicated to the local Cossacks culture. What I don't understand about this monument, it's very strange, guys. I'll give you a heads up. Look, in Russian culture, men like this guy clearly takes a girl for a date, right? She's fancy, she's dressed fancy. She's got a little bouquet in her hands, and the guy is also dressed up, and they're on a date. But the guy would never let a girl work physically on a date and roll. Look, and somehow she sits in the position where she rows, and the guy, they should be, they should trade places. The guy should sit right over here, actually, or over here, and she should sit right here. And it's a very strange monument. It's like an Easter egg. I think it's for the one who know about the Cossacks. Ребят, а вы в футбол приехали играть? Да. Ребят, по-английски говорите что-нибудь? No. It's actually pretty cool. The guys just passed. They are professional football players, pretty famous ones because they play for St. Petersburg, a team called Zenit. Zenit is going to play Rostov either today, tonight, or tomorrow. I mean, that's going to be a huge game. Можно? And I think this is the youth team of Zenit, and they're just taking a stroll. I think they already had their game. Free concert, guys.
но говорит об одном, что нет пути обратно, что ты не мой лопушок, а я не твой Андрейка, что у любви
Do I have money today?
батарейка. О, ой-ой-ой, батарейка.
I think the girl is with the guy. She looks at him absolutely adoring. Я с вами тут. We're back again. Hope I haven't lost too many people. That was a freak of an accident. Just stream stopped. Им лежать или гореть звездой, звездой. Солнце мое, взгляни на меня. Моя ладонь превратилась в кулак. Guys, I don't sing often, but I love this song. И если есть порох, дай огня. Вот так. The girl was saying, could you please support the musician? She's with a guy and she's basically asking people for money. She has a baseball cap in front of her. She jumps in and is like, oh, would you please support? I'm going to support these guys after the stream. I'm going to send some money on their phone. I see Patty. Well, it's good to see you, Patty B. You are a loyal fan. You comment all my videos. Thank you so much. I would like to say personal thank you. Like this. Thank you. Lorna, you too. I think you're like, you, Kim, and Patty are the hardest fans anyway. Biggest fans. Another fisherman. The guy is cold as ice. Ну как, ловится что? You can see a little better right here. We are, hang on. Die hardiest. There you go, Susan. Susan, you too, by the way. That's the city beach right there. You still can see people, tons of people, although it's not as hot. It's like 30 degrees. But people are there. 30, that must be 90 or 89 Fahrenheit. Brand new bridge. They built it 5-6 years ago. Yes, EMS paramedic. We also have Beach Bob. Oh, Beach Bomb Bob. But he's gone. He doesn't visit here anymore. Hope everything is well with the guy. He wrote me on Facebook a couple days ago. Okay, I am a little at the crossroad right now because I would like to go down and sit down and answer a few questions and chat with you guys. And the place where I can do that is one of the restaurants that I just walked from, or one of the places, well, this is actually a pretty cool place called the Pier, okay? It's a half mile down the road, down the waterfront. They might not have vacant spots, tables, especially for a large company like ours, but I probably should go and check it out anyway. Actually, guys, I have quite a few diehardest fans. Thanks for visiting and watching the stream. There are actually too many to name. Miami is certainly one of them. South Colorado State Air, Pinball, and many others. If I don't, call your name, please don't get upset. But you know who you are. Oh. Unfortunately, again, I don't have a power bank. For the ones who just joined recently, I am in Rostov-on-Don. I'm streaming live from the waterfront of Rostov, probably city's nicest place. Certainly my most favorite. Used to be a dump in Soviet Union, very dangerous, and now it's fantastic. FIFA World Cup Stadium here. The embankment is brand spanking new, renovated, clean, unbelievable. There are tons of businesses, restaurants here, concessions. Nice place to come down and spend afternoon, evening. The reason I'm here is because I heard that this becomes a party place after dark. I went last week, a week ago, I went to the center of the city and I was shocked. It was Saturday night, no one was out on the streets. And I was talking to some local friends of mine, and they said, of course, you were in the wrong place. You should have gone to the waterfront. Waterfront is booming, busting with life, This is where I am right now, the waterfront. Again, my friends, again. Two girls walking by themselves, and no guys. And they're just walking by themselves, all decked out. I want you to notice they are so aware of what's going on around them. Because they heard me speak English, and they probably heard speaking about them, and they just started taking looks at me like, what's going on? So they are not just walking back and forth, they are completely aware. I think they're looking for company. And I mean, in a good way, they're just here to meet boys, More fishermen. This is the fisherman row. The guy caught some seaweed. Я думал, рыбу поймали. У вас тут, я смотрю, уже не первый раз, да? There's more seaweed right there. Uh-huh. There's a friendly fella. Gosh, check this place out. My friends, south of Russia is absolutely beautiful in the summertime. It rivals the most beautiful places I've ever been to, and I've traveled to tons of different places, Certainly one of most favorite in Russia. My most favorite place is Crimea. Hands down, this is where my father was born. This is where I spent a lot of summers vacating when I was little. The most beautiful, the most fantastic place in Russia is Crimea. But place number 2 is Rostov, where I am right now. I mean, look at this. Unfortunately, from this point, you cannot see the sunset, which is absolutely marvelous. And you see the colors. iPhone doesn't, no, cell phone does not give you the beauty of the place the way I see it. I'm seeing it right now. What kind of fish is here? Patty, freshwater fish, brams, carps mostly, northern pike here, catfish. Sometimes, rarely, they get sturgeon here. CBCL, it looks as big as the Mississippi River at St. Louis. I would say this about the same size, and it gets even wider right there, twice as wide. But it's not as big and as wide as Volga River. Volga is amazing. We have some serious fishing going on here. Look. These guys they mean business, you know. Oh, they have some fish. Oh, nope, those are not the fish, the stones, the pebbles. The rig is very simple. You know, they throw the bait and they actually wait until the fish bites. Once it bites, this bell starts ringing and they just, you know, pull the fish out. Cannot stand loud music. Why do they play it so loud? God's sake. Keep it down to your restaurant. No, it must be blasting for the entire street. Please forgive me for ranting a little bit. The cops are flying back and forth. I think they just like to go fast, you know? Rant forgiven. I wish I had like wearable like glasses with screens, so I could walk and see what you guys comment and write, because it's really difficult for me to read. But when oh, he got the fish. Did you see that? Hang on, I'll show you. Эх, не успел я снять. Как, ловится сегодня? The guys did catch and release. Usually it's very rare in Russia. People usually keep the fish that they catch. Notice one thing, how Russians don't smile much when they walk and they meet eyes with me, and then they're just like, whoa, so serious. Could be something on the side of the lion. Есть? No. It's an empty strike. The Fisherman Row of Rostov. This is my favorite part of the waterfront. It's very quiet. Old Soviet monument. Not so dedicated to the sports. Yeah. Russians are not even recognized at the Olympics anymore. We should take down this monument. What a shame. The beautiful flowers though. There's one Well, this is my favorite stretch right here, especially on a hot day when there's a scorcher and sun everywhere. There's nice shade here. Walking towards the pier, the restaurant I had told you about. Nice painting, huh? Usually people stand right behind the picture frame and, you know, pictures taken of them. For good luck. There you go. The most beautiful picture painting that has ever been created. Что-то у вас тут такое фельдеперсовое. Что? Я ваши жиры не снимаю, честно. У вас там жира-то и нет. The girl is too afraid that she's fat and I'm filming her. I mean, ну я вам клянусь, нет ничего. Это не жиры, это кожа просто. She is afraid of... А я стримлю на весь мир. Да, по-английски говорите? Do you speak English?
Yes, I do. Wait, no.
Do you every day? Да?
Every day.
Да, do you every day.
So, how are you? What's your name?
My name is Ksenia.
Ksenia, very good to meet you. So you like a businessman, a businesswoman, right?
Yes.
Is it your business?
And businessman.
Oh, what's your name?
My name is Vasya.
Vasya. That's a good name. So how's business going?
This is, как это? Very, very rentable business.
Rentable. No, marginal. It's called marginal. Very marginal business, yeah.
Very, very.
Profitable.
Profitable. Very high margin.
You just created a product out of nothing with thin air, right?
Я вас понимаю.
Я говорю, продукт у вас появился в руках из воздуха, да?
Да. Торгуем воздухом.
А сколько стоит такое?
300.
A balloon like this is 300 rubles, which is about $5, 4.5. If Michael was here, he would start begging me for one. Спасибо большое за интервью. That was a nice interview, and guys, believe it or not, this girl was super shy and conscious of her being fat. This is Russia, okay? I mean, did you see her? Did you really see her? She's skinny. She can't be even skinnier. She's like skinny. And she was like, oh, you know, you're filming my fat hanging on my stomach. Gosh, Russian women for you. This is a very interesting building right there. It's a historic site. These buildings are about 150 years old. They were built by Russian businessmen, very famous businessmen, back in the 1800s. The warehouses, Rostov's warehouses, Paramonovsky sklady. This is where, as businessmen stored lots of goods. He would have his own pier right here. He would receive cargo ships, cargo goods. He would store right here, and whatever he did 150 years ago is still standing. pretty bad shape, but you know what? It's still standing. $37 people today. Wow. Pretty cool. I'm nearing the pier, the restaurant. Just give me a couple more minutes and we'll be there, and hopefully I will be able to secure a table there. Ah, it's so nice, it's so quiet here. No shenanigans, no noise of the waterfront that we're coming from. This is the original fortress that Rostov actually started from. Not the location wise, but the shape wise. Actually the location too. Rostov was built as a fortress some 300 years ago, and the fortress were located up the hill, straight ahead up the hill. And right now the street is that the fortress was built on is called, the first street in Rostov is called the Fortress Line. Крепостной переулок. And this is a nice place, but there's music inside. A restaurant right on the water. I almost forgot to give Konstantin a like. Thank you so much for giving me likes, guys. Patty, thank you for reminding. Yeah, please, give me some likes. Guys, give me some love. Give me some likes. It's been very relaxing and very safe stream, unlike last one, where I almost fought twice. Well, one was close, another one. The guy was trying to grab my camera and break it. There was a guy following me, like right next to me, like 2 feet behind my back. I would stop, he would stop. And he was completely stoned. And there was a drunk guy when I was passing by. He saw me. Said, "Are you filming me? Are you blah 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 blah?" Susan, thank you so much for super chat. Thank you. It's not finished yet. We have another hour to go, at least. Anyway, it's been a very relaxing and nice walk. I'm going to show you what's on the other side. That's the FIFA World Cup park right there, and somehow you see restaurants on the other side. All right, we did enough of this alley. Beautiful flowers here. People are chilling. Notice, I don't think I have ever seen one face mask today. I think officially they're required for the Russians to walk in public places, but I'm not sure if this is considered a public place. No face masks in the restaurants either. Mayor of Moscow announces crazy things, like back in June he announced, there's an emergency, another wave of COVID, we are on the verge of a catastrophe, and blah 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 and blah blah, and we all must get vaccinated. Now, 1 month later, he says things are back to normal. No QR codes required, no gloves, masks are okay, but not strictly enforced. Go figure, By the way, this is where Rostov was playing St. Petersburg, right on that stadium. Today is Saturday, I think tomorrow. And no visitors allowed. It's going to be an empty stadium. See, what doesn't make any sense to me is you have seen how many people around. Back there, where the center, where the fountain is, where the center of the waterfront is, there are so many people. I literally, go elbow to elbow with people. And yet, at the same time, they do not allow us to go to the football stadium. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh, another rant. Jason Babila, thank you so much. Listen, you give me super chats every stream, and it's much appreciated. Thank you. You see that people value my work so much, they actually share their money with me. That's an amazing feeling I get from every time I see that there's a super chat, okay? Patty B, $5. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I mean, guys. Oh, hang on. I see cops. Cops. They are totally cool, and they are just walking by me. Passing me by. Whatever. Anyway, this super chat money I spend in 3 ways. First, I give money to street musicians when I see them. Second, I buy myself cold drinks. And the third, I take my family to lunch, dinner, breakfast. Well, haven't taken to dinner yet, my wife, but I took her to a wonderful breakfast to the place that is called the Old House, where we had our wedding reception. And I made a video. It's called "Where Do the Rich Russians Live?" Check it out. But courtesy of Jason Babila, who transferred me $50. I mean, fantastic breakfast. Thank you so much. Trust me, we enjoyed money very much, and we enjoyed the breakfast, and we recalled you at the breakfast and thanked you. So this, every time I get super chat, it's really pleasant. It's like confirmation that what I'm doing is liked by other people. So again, thank you so much. We keep on seeing more. Oh, this is so cool, the jet skiers. Nice. I think they're gonna give us a show. Yes. Unfortunately, I'm too far from them. I can't really see well. You certainly cannot at the camera. By the way, guys, in a few minutes I will give you an update on my thoughts of changing the channel's name. I think I've come up with a name. Thank you for all the comments and all your input. Patty, giving you lots of love. I would give you 100 likes if I could. Thank you so much. I think you've given me at least 100 likes throughout my videos. I have 151 videos on my channel, and I think you liked every single one of them. So you've done time and a half of 100 likes. Get distracted by the beauty of Russia and have to check to make sure I did. Thank you so much. There is a monument to Don's lobster. Well, it's not really a lobster, it's crayfish. Back on. I don't know why it buffers. Rocky, yes. Matt, Rocky, of course. Well, you know better. Nice photo shoot going on. Twilight. Sun's down and it's quickly becoming dark. Toddler's playground. Guys, I see that you write comments. I read very few of them because I walk and I'm walking and it's really difficult for me to read and walk simultaneously and try to comment what I see around me. You know. The places, the restaurants, the hotels I told you about on the opposite side of the river on the left bank are right about there. They start right there. There's a little marina. That's where the big yacht Millennium is docked usually. And this is where the jet skiers come from. So peaceful and quiet on the river now. Must be nice to be on the boat. Almost there. There's another boat, a small boat. Looks like a Chris Craft boat. And of course there are two beautiful girls right on top of it. I think I found my place. Is this big enough for all of us? Guys, check it out. This is a classic looking American boat, Chris Craft. Waving at you, by the way. I waved them and they're waving me. And the guys are drinking. Girls are enjoying the view and just chit-chatting, and the guys doing serious stuff, you know. They're drinking, what is it, vodka, beer, and they're eating, perhaps, well, they were eating crayfish, of course. But of course, there's another boat docking right there. That's a big one. Well, a bigger one. And the jet skiers too. Let's see if I can take a closer look. The boat is called Queen Anna. Princess. Is it the name of the boat? Is this the name of the boat, or is the manufacturer? It looks like a Regal. The guys don't mind me filming them. The pier is just around the corner right there, and this is the Red Burger. No music. I like to settle down here. Let's go and where the entrance. I think. Let's go and see right here. I think the entrance is around the corner to the left. There used to be a very nice outdoor patio on the first floor, but no more. 2 more goals in pair. Walking. Oi, what am I showing you guys? There's a tugboat. Pretty cute tugboat. Oi. Hang on. Very nice and quiet evening. Very safe. I thought would be more aggressive crowd here. Perhaps later. Gosh, I don't have my power bank with me. I wish I could stay for 3-4 more hours. Right now, crowd is very, very nice. Very, very mellow, I should say. I think it's when they drink, young guys come out, you know, and a lot of testosterone becomes more aggressive, more not dangerous, but more, you know, feisty. Ого, у вас тут все по-взрослому. На всю ночь? These guys are serious, you know. Look all their gear. There's a river cruise boat, right? And I can see music blasting from here. Oh, I can hear. I cannot see. That just turned on advertisement. The game is tomorrow, the big game. Rostov-Zenit. Zenit is the richest team, belongs to Putin and his friends. Well, I shouldn't say Putin, belongs to this. The sponsor is the Gazprom, the company that a lot of Russians know. Rostov just a local provincial team, but thriving, committed to excellence. There's a little improvised marina. Oh yeah, these are the cob boats. Rostov is a small, well, it's a large city, but it's a small place. I mean, everyone knows everyone here. I was born, I grew up in Rostov. My wife did business here for 25 years. She knows everyone. So a friend of us then manufactures these boats right there. And he sells them to, well, all over the world. I think he went to Dubai boat show or something like that, or, you know, like Middle Asian boat show. And then he sells these boats right there to local police, water police. or river patrol. Pretty cute looking boats. I was consulting him on how to hit the overseas markets with his boats because they're very cheap, very durable. I wouldn't say they're like great looking, but you know, they serve the purpose. They're cute. The guy also had idea. He thought of retrofitting large yachts for Western customers, like multi-million dollar yachts. They would bring yachts here to Rostov, and he would do the craftsmanship cheaply. You know, he has a lot of unique workers that do woodwork and things like that. It was a long time ago. I remember I had the consultation with him, well, he did with me, back in 2012 when I just sold my one of my apartments in Moscow. I returned to Rostov and then immediately met this guy at the party. He was seeking for my attention and, you know, we did some consulting, but he didn't really take it further. I don't know what happened to the guy. I keep seeing his boats here on Don River. That restaurant, The Pier, belongs to a guy, my his wife, well, his ex-wife, best friend. She was the maid of honor at our wedding. And I'm very surprised I haven't run into people that I know here on the embankment. I usually do. So everyone knows everyone here. I want to be on top where the open veranda is. Nice cars. Unfortunately, oh man, I gotta take care of my bill first because I didn't bring any cash, and the only means of payment I have is my cell phone. And if it dies, then I'm gonna be stuck here without any way to, you know, get to pay for my bill. Здрасте, а посадите меня? Oh, this is the entrance. There you go. Здрасте, посадите меня?
Да, конечно, вы один будете?
Я буду один, ну, где-нибудь там, где открыто, если можно. У вас Wi-Fi есть тут?
Да, просто подключайтесь к нашему Wi-Fi и вбиваете
А еще можно вас будет попросить зарядка для телефона, Powerbank есть?
Я могу вам...
Какая вы великолепная, спасибо.
У нас есть под куполом сейчас места, к сожалению, на террасе нет свободных. Вот тут еще стол могу предложить.
Где?
Вот тут сразу на улице.
А можно потом будет пересесть? Давайте сюда сначала, а потом пересесть. Если можно, сразу Powerbank и...
Я официанта приглашаю.
Спасибо большое. Guys, we are in business. This stream might be a little bit longer than I expected it. There is a power bank available at this place. So I made it to the pier. My gosh, thank goodness. Hang on. Oops. There's not too much light. It's still light out, but there's not much artificial light. But I will try to get close to the water as soon as the table opens up. Let me show you where I am sitting right now and how the place looks like. very stylish, very, you know, there's no loud music, there's some kind of jazzy thing playing very quietly, but this place isn't cheap. Great view, probably best view in town. Even here, you see two ladies sitting by themselves. You know, quite a few tables taken by two girls. And I just said, like, I saw a mosquito flying over me. As you can understand, Rostov is the land of mosquitoes because this is a delta of a large river. There is Wi-Fi here. I will try to turn on the Wi-Fi right now. I'm on Wi-Fi. Hallelujah. And I'm gonna get a power bank right now. The sound will be tad bit worse, but we'll see. Guys, this is the menu. Please help me decide. Lorna, unfortunately, this table is not large for all of us, but let me come up with something. The menu, at least large for all of us, you know. Look. I don't feel like eating. Time for cold drinks and perhaps a coffee. So this is a bar menu. Red wine, white wine. Just to guys to let you know, a wine here is $6 per glass. Half bottle is $30 for white imported wines, French, Chilean wine, South African. They have all kinds of stuff. Then they have liquor, tequila, one shot, $7. Rum, $5 per shot. Vodka, a bit cheaper, $5 per shot. Vodka, a bit cheaper, $5. Anyway, it's not a cheap place, but Sunset, thank you so much. By the way, I have a few announcements for you guys to make. First of all, I'd like to hook up the power bank and order a couple cold drinks. I think I'm gonna go as usual with a glass of still water and non-alcoholic beer. Hang on. More liquor menu. This place has a huge liquor selection. And trust me, Russians drink. Sunset, thank you so much. I think I'm gonna get smashed tonight. And this one tiny menu is for actually food. They have local fish cuisine, Don fish chowder, raki, of course, the crayfish, desserts, local desserts, steaks. This place is probably one of the best restaurants here in Rostov. If you guys ever come to, come down to Rostov, I recommend you this place, the Piers, the place called Le Bistro, the place called Havrosh, and Le Bistro used to be New York, and there's another great place, Park Kultury, at actually Gorky Park, and I forgot. Добрый. Здрасте. Мне 2 напиточка, пожалуйста. Вода без газа и пиво безалкогольное одно. Это раз.
Я извиняюсь, пиво безалкогольного сейчас нет, закончилось.
Can you believe they don't have non-alcoholic beer? That's a bummer. А что делать?
Я не знаю. Выбрать другой напиток?
Безалкогольный какой-нибудь. Там, где есть, как бы есть алкоголь, но он безалкогольный. Что есть? Альтернатива безалкогольному пиву.
Ну, мохито, например, у нас есть, но безалкогольный там.
Have you heard of non-alcohol mojito? I haven't. Let's get it. Давайте, безалкогольный мохито. И powerbank, пожалуйста, мне для телефона.
Водичку без газа 0,5?
0,5, да.
Холодную?
Да, да.
Давайте уточним заказ. Мохито безалкогольный, пауэрбанк и 0,5 водички холодной.
Так точно.
Без газа.
Да. Спасибо большое.
Меню пока оставите, вы сделаете еще будет.
Я сделаю, да, оставьте, пожалуйста. Алкогольное нет, потому что я за рулем. Вот, а такое... Спасибо. Guys, I just ordered and I just recommended you this place 3 minutes ago. They don't have non-alcoholic beer. They have run out of it tonight. So I decided to get a non-alcoholic mojito, whatever that is. Anyway, let me get close to you, or you close to me. By the way, how do you like my t-shirt? It's silk t-shirt. It's fantastic for weather like this. No sweat, very, very, not cool, but I feel actually not as hot when I wear something like that. My wife hates it. She doesn't like color black. She thinks it's for funerals and things like that. But anyway, thank you, Mammy. Thank you. I like it. Gosh, so many comments. I'm making all messages visible and I can't go from, well, all right. Let's see, I'm gonna scan for messages in caps. And I think these messages, oh my gosh, they started when I restarted my stream. So I didn't see the messages that were in the beginning, but just restarted. Anyway. Lorna, Konstantin, don't go too long. We need you to rest. You can be on the Pinballs live. He announced he's considering running for... Guys, I guess I missed it. I haven't watched him today. I didn't watch him today. I was busy. By the way, today I went to Prepper's Village. My uncle called us up yesterday and he said, listen, I have so much stuff. Please come and pick it up. So basically he picked up fresh watermelons. He has his own watermelon field with melons and watermelons, apples, sour cherries, cukes, potatoes, all from his farm. No chemicals, fresh, like planted by hand, picked by hand. I made an entire video about that. You guys gonna love it. I'll try to edit it soon. Well, we'll see. I'm not sure about I can do it tomorrow because it's a long video. It's gonna be 20 plus minutes, but it's gonna be a good one. Anyway, Pinball is running for Congress. If I were an American citizen, I would certainly vote for him. Let me tell you, it's great news. EMS paramedic, $20. Enjoy something on me. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna enjoy mojito and I'm gonna enjoy water and I'm certainly gonna enjoy coffee and hopefully a power bank. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, by the way, an important message, guys. I would like to thank the viewers, the fans, should I say, who gave super chats last time. I wrote them down. Patricia Bonifant, Frank F, Michael J Mead, Stacy 56, Chief Jim, and Jason Babila. That's last week. Thank you so much, guys. Again, this money is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. It's like I get this physical feedback from people, from I don't know, from you guys, from God, from the world, that what I'm doing is actually appreciated by some people. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Go back cellular. Okay, I see. No problem. Going back. John, thank you for the heads up. I'm back to cellular. I guess the Wi-Fi is not too great here. You know what sucks is the mosquitoes. They're biting my legs right underneath on the table. Ay. Fudge. Hate that. I hate that. Anyway, so this one announcement. Another announcement, guys. I would like to thank you all for contributing to, you know, my thinking about changing channel's name. For the ones who are here, 39 people, and if you don't really know what I'm talking about, in a nutshell. See, I started Letters to King a long time ago, and Letters to King, actually, channel's name, I was writing real letters. And I was writing letters to my family, to my friends all over the world in the United States. And they kept constantly asking me questions about, like, how is life in Russia? Like, what's going on with this? What's going on with that? What's up with Putin? What you guys... And I kept on writing letters and writing and writing and writing. And I was writing a letter to King Weinstein, a friend of mine from Old Orchard Beach, Maine. I was a real estate developer. So he asked me about Moscow real estate. So my letter was like 30 minutes long. I was typing it for 30 minutes, and it was huge. And I'm sitting there thinking, I could be sharing it with other people other than King. You know, that could be interesting to many others. And then I started thinking, I decided to come up with a blog. But a blog, you know, no one reads anymore. Everyone watches. So Letters to King were created, but born. But I love the name, and I think it's pretty cool. But the problem is my channel isn't growing that much. And I think one of the reasons is because people get confused. What is Letters to King? Who is King? You know, they call me King. You know, I'm not King. King Weinstein. He sits in Old Orchard Beach, Maine. Sometimes, rarely, he watches my videos. You know, that's basically that was it. You know, Letters to King. But inside Russia would be so much more informative to new users, you know, inside Russia. I was thinking of a few names: Inside Russia 101, Inside Russia, Konstantin's Russia, Constance Russia, like something Russia. And then a lot of people gave me feedback on how wonderful Konstantin's Russia sounds like. I think most answers were about Konstantin's Russia. I ran a question like a few days ago, and a lot of you responded Konstantin's Russia, and I like it the most. My wife likes it too, but the problem is people will not spell Konstantin right. They will irritating. What is irritating? Audio still on and off. Hang on 1 second. Is audio any better? Clear stream here. Okay. Well, everything looks 5x5 here. I'm trying to. Ay. This power bank thing isn't that great. Okay, guys, give me the sound and the visual check. How can you see and hear me? More than one way to spell Konstantin. I hear what you are saying. Yes, Melanie. So going back to spelling, let me hang on 1 second. I finally got the water. But this power bank, it's it's too, the cord is too short, you know. Anyway, let's figure out. Okay guys, how about now? Can you see and hear me well? Visual A+. Go back to previous setting. The previous setting was Wi-Fi, and you know, John Liebold said that to go back to 5G. I see 5x5. There's not much I can do. If you guys having difficulties, please let me know as I go along, okay? Worse now. It was fine before. I can hear loud and clear. Well, for one, I turned off, that's right here, and now it's just regular iPhone's microphone. Anyway, Konstantin's Russia, people will be misspelling. It's I really like this name. I came up with it, and I think someone suggested at last stream. But when I lived in the United States, well, my name is Konstantin. Пока нет. Спасибо. А как, погодите, а как включить этот Powerbank? Включен? А как можно увидеть? Ага, все, спасибо большое. Okay, so I lived in the United States. My name was Konstantin, and still is. And the problem was everyone was misspelling my name. Credit card companies, clinics, hospitals, employers. It literally took people weeks to get my name right. I had to spell it again and again and again, and that's the problem with Konstantin's Russia. I am 90% positive that I'm going to go with Inside Russia. Very simple, very clear name, very informative. Like if you hit Inside Russia, you cannot go wrong, you know. Russia for king. Who is king, Susan? I'm not the king of Russia. And people will be getting confused. So what do you think? Inside Russia. And when I do introduction, I'll be saying, welcome to Inside Konstantin's Russia, or something like this, you know. This is non-alcoholic mojito, by the way. Very strange. I like alcoholic mojito. To you guys. Ching. Thank you so much again for the drinks. Florida, Inside Russia with Guess Who. I love it. That's pretty cool with Guess Who. Yeah, people will start guessing right off. It's sparkling water with mint, lemon, and ice. Basically, no mojito. Was it this? No rum? Is it rum? Yes. Northern Grace. It's vodka free. It's very free of vodka. One of these days, guys, I should take a cab and come here without car, not driving. And I'll have drinks. Hey, that's an idea. Why I haven't thought of it before. Anyway, I'm going back to the comments to read the caps one. Can you set up a Patreon or PayPal account to keep more of the super chat? Sunset, I intend on setting up Patreon next week, and I have PayPal account. I'm just gonna, you know, add it to the information. So thank you for the heads up, but yeah, I'm doing it. Just name, Guess Who? Russia with the king. Sound better before? Well, it's because before I had a dedicated microphone. Give me like half an hour to charge my phone a little bit more, and I'll switch back to the microphone, so I'll have better sound. I hope you can hear me. If not, I can, move telephone closer to me. EMS paramedic. I have set up the PayPal account. It's coming up. Lorna, before inside Russia. I was thinking inside Russia or inside Russia 101. I think inside Russia is more clean cut, more simplistic, like better to understand. Princess, thank you. Konstantin, PayPal is removing their service from conservative channels. PayPal doesn't deserve our support. Wow. Bob S. Hello, friend. Inside Russia is good. EMFs. There is already a Russia Today channel. Oh, Russia Today. No. I don't want to mess up with Russia Today because that's a government-run channel. And if I start mocking their name, I'll be hit very soon. Sound great in Texas. Hello, Texas. So many mosquitoes. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna order something to eat. Perhaps a coffee and dessert. Молодой человек, а у вас нет случайно этих от комаров таких каких-нибудь штучек? Да. Принесите, пожалуйста. Feels so good. I just killed this non-alcoholic mojito. Inside Russia is good subtitle with Konstantin. Yes, something like that. John, you're still here, huh? Can you hear me well now? Melanie is correct about PayPal. Well, I have set up PayPal. What do you guys think? Should I add here or not? Certainly adding Patreon. CBCL, but I like stories of America too, not just Russia. Well, as you guys noticed, I mean, I'm trying to experiment with my channel, and so far the formula that I've come up with is to entertain and to educate. Patty B, thank you so much for the super chat. I think that's the second super chat for me. Buy some mojito spray. Mojito spray, that's what it is. Coming up. Anyway, when I do something like 10 things I like about Russia, or 10 surprises for an American in Russia, or Russian preppers village or Russian farm or something like that, that's entertaining. But when I do more serious videos like Moscow face pay, for example, or protesting in Moscow, that's educating. And I'm trying to keep the balance between educating and entertaining my viewers. You let me know how I'm doing, because you guys, I'm doing all these videos for you, and you just give me feedback. What do you think? Mosquito spray. Get some of that mosquito spray. What I'm gonna do, we don't have mosquito spray. I mean, we do, but it's like for home use. Here in restaurants, what they have is the spirals. It's a spiral dipped into some chemical. Jason, thank you so much. Another super chat. Lock Eden 5. Thank you so much. Get some dot. What is dot? Oh, DDT. No, not DDT for me. Spirals. Spirals dipped into chemicals that mosquitoes hate, and you just burn. It starts burning, and then it starts producing smoke, and that smoke actually, pushes away mosquitoes. Maybe the garlic country because of mosquitoes. Ow! Russian mosquitoes love garlic, Alaska Prepper has a great way to keep away mosquitoes. Check the Amazon account, it's listed. I will check it out. Again, thank you Jason, thank you Patty, thank you Lockheeden. Thank you. That's really great feedback that you guys given me. Russia Inside is a good channel for Russian news. Russia Inside. It's not really a news channel. You see, if I was a news channel, if I was. It smells terrible, but my mosquitoes don't like it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hang on. There you go. Can you see the smoke? Nice and ugh. Not only it pushes away mosquitoes, you know, people run away too. I'm gonna put it under the table where my feet are. So not a single mosquito bites me anymore. Thank you guys, thank you. Again, if I was a news channel, then I would post one short video every day. But it's not about the news, it's my vision of the news, what's happening in Russia, you know. And for me to make a video, this situation must go through me first. And you know, I'm giving it to you through my eyes. And this is what the uniqueness of my channel. Right. You guys realize it's getting dark there? Yes, it is. I have a feeling about to get good. It's about to get good. Yes, Lorna. Yes, we're going to a back alley now. We're certainly going back to where we came from, because now I will have enough juice to last for another hour, hour and a half at least, and I am using the power bank as we speak. So it's going to be a good one. Put that spiral under the table. I did. This is exactly where it went. Seems like mosquitoes love the spirals. The spirals bringing them. I hope not. Citronella. Citronella. Yeah, that's citrusy smell to it. You know, we have like candles with citrus smell. Yes, we do. I have some candles at home. The variety is awesome. USA experience, Russia experience. Walk through Russia with an insider. Thank you, CBCLI. This is exactly what I'm aiming at. Yes. If you, by the way, if you have any ideas for me to do something else, please share. So, you know, if I like it, I'll do it. Maybe topics for the videos. A few more videos I have coming up. I have another announcement to make, actually. Look, I'm trying to do a video every 2 days. It's really difficult because I'm trying to juggle my work, which is number one, of course, you know. After work, I sometimes record and edit. And it takes at least a few hours, 3 to 4 hours, for even a short 10-minute video for me to produce. So it's like one video every 2, sometimes 3 days. The next few videos I'm trying to make is, first is Russia's national idea. Like in America, it's American dream, the pursuit of happiness. What is Russian one? Then the next video is walking through a Russian farm. My uncle has a large farm. I took you there, and the video is called the Inside Prepper's Village. But in that video, I tried to show you the entire village, but in this video, I just specifically walked through the farm, and back then it was May. He just had planted everything, and now he's taking the harvest, okay? He has tomatoes, cubes, everything, you know, so it'll be interesting. Then I will do a video on, oh, I forgot. Anyway, on the 6th, either 4th of August or 6th of August, in a few days, we are going on vacation. we haven't decided where yet. There are two possible locations. The first is Crimea. I love Crimea. Like I said, it's my most favorite place in Russia. My dad was born. When he was born, Crimea was Russian. It became Ukrainian in like 1963 because Russia just gave it to Ukraine as a present. And now it's back Russian. So, politics aside, it's a fantastic place with fantastic sea. When we go to Crimea, we usually drive there, and it's not a bad drive. It's 7 to 8 hour drive, and we just travel throughout Crimea, which is like 400 miles of coastline, from town to town in our car, stay in each town for a couple of days. Fantastic holidays. I did that last year. But what happens this year, my wife wants to go to Turkey. I am a fan of Turkey too. I love Turkey, but this year not my best favorite idea because Turkey has so expensive now. Turkey was closed for the entire year, like in 2020 because of the pandemic, and no Russians went to Turkey. And this year, Russia closed Turkey until July, and then let Russians go there only beginning early July. So Turkish hotels have lost tons of money, and now they're trying to make up. They're saying, okay, we didn't get any tourists from Russia for the first half of the year of 2021 and 2020. Now we're going to increase our prices so we can make up the difference. And what used to be a cheap 4-star hotel now costs as a luxury one, and used to be 5-star luxury one is like through the roof. We found a couple good deals, but only 6 nights. If we fly, I have a budget for 6 nights. Whether in Crimea we could go up to 14 nights, right? In Turkey it's 6 between 14. Crimea is very active vacation. We drive every day, we go to places, we climb mountains, we walk in the forest, things like that. In Turkey, we just stay on the beach from morning till night, and that's it. And, well, granted, Mediterranean is a fantastic, my most favorite sea in the world. It's very warm right now, it's about 80 degrees, 80 plus. Fantastic, love Turkey. Turkey itself is unbelievable in Antalya. But it's just not worth the money. But my wife would like to go to Turkey this time because we haven't been there so we haven't gone to Turkey in a few years. So she really wants to go, and I'm ready to give in. And we're trying to organize the trip. If everything goes well, then we will fly on August 6th, come back August 12th or August 13th, something like that. Croatia is closed for Russians now. We don't have any choice, basically. It's either Sochi, Crimea, or Turkey. Okay, that's it. Alright, while I was talking, you guys did quite a few comments. John, maybe you can pre-record your walk, then edit to the best part, then do your sit-down chat Q&A based on the walk and the theme you choose for the walk. Just an idea. Good idea, thank you. Taken. Patty B, you may need help on the way back. No. Look, my fists are strong and big, you know, and I have used them before many times. For 2 years I did boxing, so I'll be okay, but thanks anyway. See, Rostov was a very rough place. It was a street crime capital of Russia back when I was growing up, and I used to fist fight, well, every other week. When I was growing up at school, I was middle school almost every week, and then by high school we knew everyone. Like, we knew each other, all of us. We didn't really fight that much, but we used to go and fight with other schools. So I'm not a novice in fighting. try to avoid it as much as I can, but you know, I can defend myself, let's put it this way. Lorna, well, did you guys see that angry guy who was trying to break my camera? He was trying to grab it, so I put the camera away and I was talking to him. Older guy too, old school. Russia now. Jason, good name, I was thinking about it. Russia inside Russia I like a little more, it sounds more sophisticated, I think. Matt, Rostov is really quite safe. Well, I did a video in November. I took some cash and I went to bad places. The ghetto, you know, the Gorky Park, the places that 40 years ago I would not dare to go after dark. And Rostov was very safe, very safe. But try to go to Lendvorets at night, right now. You will find troubles very, very soon there. Or Chkalovsky, Новое поселение. Those are some rough old school neighborhoods, you know. Susan, I like these ideas. Yes, by the way, Matt, my last stream I did during the daytime at Lendvorets. I found some troubles. Not big ones, but you know, they were cooking. My life in Russia. It's not really about my life in Russia, maybe. It's about Russia. Russia through my eyes, something like that. But it's about inside Russia, because I'm inside Russia. I'm fine with any channel name as long as you add with guess who. Add that to any channel name. It's hilarious. I'll think about it. Sunset, where would you consider moving permanently? Anywhere in the world? Oi, that is a very good question. Very deep question. Very philosophical question. I will try to answer in a nutshell. I don't want to be in one place. Like right now, I live between Moscow and Rostov, and this is good. I would preferably live between Russia and the United States. Like some time I would spend in Russia if I had the means, or should I say when I have the means, because I'm working in it. I would buy a house in Crimea and spend summers in Crimea, and then I would spend winters in San Diego. Hang on. Something happened to my... Hang on, guys. Something happened to my gimbal. Well, it basically answered your question. I like San Diego a lot. It's a place right next to Mexico. And I've heard some bad news about California, and of course it's all tentative. If California is not going to be a nice place to live political wise, you know, then we would consider Texas or Florida. Florida has fantastic places. It's a little too humid in summer, but if we spend summers in Russia, then I guess that wouldn't matter. Lorna, Matt, it's an inside joke. Konstantin has a history of attracting drunks. Lorna, I have a history of attracting troubles. Because I looked for troubles when I was younger a lot. I guess, you know, I'm finding them 20 years later. How about non-literal name? Smith. Boom Boom Russia. That's a funny one. Boom Boom Russia. My life in Russia. Guys, I don't like it. You are very close to Ukraine. Yes, if I take a pebble and I throw it real hard, it will land in Ukraine. I was there in 2018. Is it true that Eastern Ukraine wants back into Russia? Some people do, some people don't. What happened was Ukrainians, well, it's a political issue, it's a political topic. There is no black and white between Russia and Ukraine. It's shades of gray. A lot of things that Russia did were not ethical, but a lot of things that Ukrainian did to Russia and to own citizens were not ethical either. So it's really hard thing to do. I think initially when this whole conflict just was getting started, then most Ukrainians wanted to stay in Ukraine, but they wanted independence from Kiev. They wanted to decide their own life. They wanted, it's called sovereignty within Ukraine, but Ukrainians opposed it so much. They said, we're gonna squish you, you're gonna be under the rule of Kiev, and they started bombing their own people, okay? And then Ukrainians who live inside of East Ukraine, in Donetsk and Lugansk, they got really mad. And now a lot of them want to join Russia, but I don't think that that's gonna happen, and it shouldn't happen because we have no business of, taking Donetsk and Lugansk into Russia. But a lot of people actually have no problem getting Russian citizenship if they want. Ukrainians in general have no problem getting Russian citizenship. And within the last 2 years, 938,000 Ukrainians have become Russian citizens, okay? That's how much Ukrainians hate Russia, okay? So they become Russian citizens. So that's the answer of the question. Some people do want to go to join Russia and some people don't, but I don't think that it's a good idea. I don't think Russia has any business of, joining two provinces of Ukraine, taking it to taking it inside. Sunset idea. Food. What Russians eat for dinner? Typically, we think a lot of meat. Different Russians, different foods. We don't eat much meat. My wife, well, we're not vegetarians, but we're very light on meat. Thank you for the idea. I'm thinking of doing what we eat in a day video, but it's really complicated to film. Gotta, put a lot of efforts, mine and my wife's. My gimbal is acting up a little bit again. Hang on. Boom boom kind of reminds me of different activity. People would think it's a porn channel. So Lock Eden, that's my answer to you about Ukraine. But yes, very close to Ukraine. I actually traveled to Ukraine. It took an hour driving, including the crossing the border into Donetsk. Cheaper food, much better food, and we used to go see football games there and hockey games, because back then we had one league. It's like United States and Canada have NHL, that Russia and Ukraine had KHL, Continental Hockey League. John, again, Croatia is cheap. Croatia is out of reach right now. Actually, Croatia was not as cheap. It's not as cheap anymore. Things have changed here, trust me. Lauren, I like it, Matt, but preppers refer to self-defense items as the boomsticks. You guys are right. So, name could be boomsticks Russia. Lorna, how about boomsticks? Boomsticks Russia with you-know-who. Yeah, that'd be very simple, plenty self-explanatory name, for the channel. Northern Grace. That's some awesome. Love those trips and hotel reviews. You do too. Thank you so much. Well, not so many people actually like them because I did a couple hotel reviews last year from Crimea and I got like 100 views on every video. So I was so discouraged I even stopped making them. I have tons of footage from last year's trip. Use them again. It's actually now I was thinking of using them again, believe it or not. Russian guys love to fight. Used to love to fight. Not anymore. Not anymore. We more civilized now. But you know what, guys? It's dark and it's picking up. It's truly the party place, the party center of the town. What about Greece? Greece is too expensive, twice as expensive as Turkey. I have a visa open to Greece. I have like 5-year French visa, but no, not Turkey this year. No Greece this year. Love Greece, by the way. Went to Rhodes a couple times. Greece was fantastic, but not this year. Rostov ghetto is not like a ghetto in the USA. Never been to a ghetto in the USA, to be honest with you. Russia through my eyes. Patty, how about inside Russia? Doesn't that sound good? Northern Grace. San Diego is nice, expensive though. There's a place in San Diego that I like to live. It's called La Jolla. Very expensive. I need $1 million to buy a house there, home, you know. But hey, you know, that's a goal. Interesting. Here people fight and then it's over. Nobody ever calls for cops. In USA, cops come and then you gotta go to court, maybe pain in the butt. Yes, Matt, you're absolutely right. See, we used to fight a lot. We never used knives, never used guns. It's just our fists. And the worst thing could happen to you, you know, a broken nose or, you know, bloody, like a black eye, things like that. It was not really a big deal. Baron H. I'm from San Diego. Well, my friend, reserve a place for me there. I live in Philadelphia now, but grew up there. Wind and Sea Beach. This is where I want to live, nearby. So I just chill out, wake up in the morning, go have breakfast at the local diner, go to the Wind and Sea Beach and chill out for the day. Texas, the new California. Yes, I know, that's what I heard. But I'm not saying that we're moving to, you know, California next year. I spent some time there. I went to UC Davis, Northern California, near Sacramento for a semester. And I spent some time in Southern California. Absolutely love the place. You see, guys, Crimea is a lot like California. Nature-wise, mountains are the same, you know, vegetation is the same, the sea kind of the same, you know, that's why I like Crimea a lot. Konstantin could do a show, maybe a live stream of meals prepared. Think about it. I don't prepare meals. I have to ask for my wife. But actually, she used to hate to be on camera. But I convinced her, and now she doesn't mind. She even agreed to do, you know, what we eat in a day, how she cooks and everything. So, a live show. I don't know, think about it. You know, point taken. Winter in San Diego is no longer warm. Baron, my friend, what are you doing right now? Do you understand what you're doing? You are breaking my glass dream, you know? If you're telling me that it's not what I think, I'm gonna be so disappointed because I've been discussing it with my wife for years now, a couple years, and now you're telling me they're not warm. My God. Alright. Should I even read further? It gets quite cold here now compared to 20 years ago. Why? Even flurries sometimes? Are you serious? Snow? In San Diego? Suddenly if it snows in San Diego, we're certainly not going there, you know. We'd better stay in Moscow. It flurries plenty there in the wintertime. Oh my gosh. What if I just... I gotta check it. I mean, you know, I gotta do research on that because what you just said was mind-blowing. Hang on. The line was drawn, sovereignty was made post-Soviet, and the reoccupation of was not agreed by Ukraine government. You mean Crimea or Donetsk and Lugansk? I think Russia will settle Crimea with the United States, and then the international community, of course, does what the United States tells it to do. So once it'll be settled with, you know, the USA, then Crimea will be settled. But Donetsk and Lugansk, they shouldn't be. Oh, I see. Preppers code boomstick is a weapon. Boom, 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 Russia. Boomstick is from Army of Darkness. That was a good movie. Very old one. Freedom Seeds. Are you serious? If I call my channel Freedom Seeds, then I'm gonna get shut down by the KGB the next day. Oh, Freedom Seeds are what you put in your boomstick. 41 likes so far. Thank you guys, that's awesome. Inside Russia. Oh, inside mosquitoes. Inside Russia with mosquitoes. What the heck is going on with my spiral? Hang on. Spiral is not producing any smoke anymore. Девушка, а можете зажигалочку принести?
Да, конечно.
Ай. Fire's off. Hang on. The good mic is on. I'm up 47% on my charge. There you go. Что я думаю, что они меня кусают? Еще. Чтобы она так горела хорошо. Ай. Is good sound on? There you go. I'm back on. It's supposed to be good sound. Great. Okay. What I was talking about. Go back in the comments. 47%. I'm gonna sit here for 20 minutes and go back to the street. Going through your comments. Princess, letters to King. Have you been to the redwoods in Humboldt County, California? No, no, I've never heard of Redwoods. I've heard of Redmond, but not Redwoods. And I have not heard of Humboldt County. Where is that? EMS paramedic. Right now, some expensive areas of California unfortunately look like ghetto with tent cities. They're trying to clean things up. You see, when I was in California, back in like last time I was 2002, I think, things were different. It was a fantastic place. No homeless people. I mean, they were homeless, but here and there, I mean, they were okay. I don't mind if someone gets off the tracks trying to make a buck, but no tent cities, certainly. It was very rich, was very open, smiles, you know, people great in great shape, doing a lot of sports, a lot of outdoors activities. That's California I know and I remember. And of course, before moving someplace, we need to go and check out a school for Michael and how a place looks like. And if we find tent cities, then, you know, forget it. We'd rather stay in Moscow or go to Texas or, you know, someplace other, like Florida. You should get a small compact thermocell that you can carry wherever you go. Mosquitoes. This is the first time I run into mosquito problem. We usually don't get mosquitoes that much in Rostov, and perhaps because I'm by the water or because I'm sitting, you know, I get into this thing. Lockheed, and no one is debating that it can be cold and windy there, especially by the ocean. Kim, I doubt it's as cold and as windy and as miserable as in Moscow, let's say in February, when it's like minus 20 and the wind's blowing into your face and you just rather stay inside and wouldn't get your nose out of the door, you know. So I think California is much warmer than that on the worst, coldest day. Stop talking about the seeds. Just listening. Guys, I don't quite understand what you're talking about, but I guess it's a proper thing. Please explain. The seeds of freedom, seeds or something like that. 5 by 5 again. Citronella, yeah. Good night from Western Australia. It's 2 a.m. Perth has the same climate as Southern California, half the size of the USA with 2 less than 3 million people and 5,000 kilometers of uncrowded beaches down there, down under. I have heard all but good things about Australia. A fantastic place. One of our friends, my and my wife's friends, live in Australia. I don't think in Perth, but I think in Melbourne. Greetings from India. Vivek Kumar. To India from Russia with love. Way up north in California on the coast of Eureka. Well, my friends, that's an idea for the future, but we're not there yet financially. Working on it real hard, but not moving there tomorrow. But we'll certainly, thanks for the heads up, and we will certainly consider. We'll go up and down the coast. What we will probably do is we'll take a month and we'll just drive around and look for a place. I will tell you a little personal story about California. I had spent almost 10 years, well, 9+ years in Maine. And I loved Maine, and Maine treated me very well. It was a fantastic place. I married my ex-wife, or first wife there. But Maine got a little too small and a little too boring for us. We were young, we weren't even 30, we were a family, we had a kid, and we wanted to explore. I loved California. My wife actually, my first wife, she lived in California from the age of 13 to the age of 18 or 19, and then she moved to Maine. So we were thinking of moving to California. She stayed in Anaheim, that's near where Disney World is, and Anna used to work as a teenager at the horse farm and at the restaurant called Don Jose's. So we were thinking of moving to California. We actually took a trip to California, and we rented a car and we were driving up and down, seeing the places we would like to go to. We found a good place to live. We loved Santa Barbara. My wife attended a hospital. She went to a hospital and she was an RN. She immediately got a job offer from that hospital with a sign-on bonus and everything else. Really expensive. So we found a tiny town just south of Santa Barbara called Carpinteria or Carp. And this is where we wanted to move to. Really a perfect location. But then, due to some reasons, we decided to move to Russia. No regrets here. But Carp, Santa Barbara, Montecito, well, Montecito is really expensive, is another place where I really, really liked it. So that's answering your question about California. Kim, I got it. No problem. Patty B, Constantine, YouTube seems to be right after we mentioned freedom seeds. YouTube bans us, it bans me, I deal with that. Just, what can we do? It's beautiful in Santa Barbara, yes. Absolutely beautiful place. Actually, I saw a homeless guy right underneath the wharf, Santa Barbara Pier. He was very clean, he was very tanned, very groomed, and he was just making a statement, like living on the street or something like that, like collecting money, begging for money from people. That's the only homeless I remember in California that I saw. Okay, guys, I think I went through all comments, recent comments. There are 30 people. It's dark, and it's, what is it time to? Hang on. Hang on. Let me show you how the place looks like after dark. There's a large tree, and it grows right in the middle of this open terrace. That's the inside section.
Вот это сегодня духотня, я хотел днем, но только можно в машине.
Guys, I wanted to order something, but I figured I would eat right in front of you and it would not be aesthetically pleasing. So perhaps I should just go and get myself a burger, not burger, but hot dog down below in the concessions. Jason, yes, and I have a good feeling that this entire area is getting crowded as well, and this is where the action in the party is. Pray for the children that will be homeless. Oh, I certainly do. What's for dinner? Morning light. I think a hot dog down below, because I mean I don't understand how I would be eating right in front of you, you know. He's with a pretty girl and he's looking at his phone. What's wrong with the young man? Okay, now, EMS paramedic, friends. I don't know what's wrong with them. This is the question that I'm asking myself. What are men of Rostov doing and where are they? I am pretty sure that there are 50% of men and 50% of women. 51, 49, but pretty close, living here. But I see this fantastically beautiful women everywhere, and I don't see any men. And some men that I see here, they're just going fishing. They're not very nicely dressed. They don't really care how they look like, or like families, dads with kids. That's it. There are a few couples on dates here, and you are absolutely right. I'm trying to kill all the mosquitoes. Freaking time to move here, out of here, because they're biting me again. Anyway, what are these people doing? That beats me. Perhaps it's a new generation. Perhaps these people are different. But when I was young, this wouldn't be unimaginable. You know, something can't even think of. Vivek, I worked in Russia for 3.5 years, majorly in the city of Surgut, Stavropol, Yeysk, Pyatigorsk, Makhachkala, Derbent, Zlatoust. Well, you've been around Russia. Nalchik, yeah, it's all over the place. Neftyugansk, I think you are connected with mineral resources somehow, with oil or gas. Sunset, beautiful place. You have a good taste. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sunset. Paramedic, EMS paramedic. I totally agree with you. He's crazy, not paying attention to her. I mean, I've seen so many beautiful girls here. They're just in pairs, you know. This guy, at least, like, there's a guy, but anyway, don't get me going. Novoshakhty, you mean Novoshakhtinsk. Melanie, Konstantin, please spell the last name of your father so I can give it to the priest for Panihida, Sarakausti services I promised you. Peter, Melanie, I will just please email me. Action of this channel. You can find it here. It's open. It's pesmakingu at gmail.com. But you know, just please email and I will respond privately. Indian exhibition. Well, it's not bad. Been all over Russia. I guess it's a pretty good job. I'm gonna ask for a waiter to get on moving because I'm getting restless. Guys, I'll grab a hot dog or something in the down in the kiosks down below here and eat in front of you. That'll be over the top. Two more girls coming in, very pretty. You know, what's up with the guys? Where are they? Incredible. This reminds me of Odessa. I used to come to Odessa all the time back in early 2000s, well, mid 2000s I should say, and then same thing, plenty of pretty girls. Молодой человек, а можете позвать официанта? Plenty of pretty girls, no guys. My feet are aching. Well, bitten so many mosquito bites. Sorry, I won't complain anymore. More buffering. Holy cow. Jason, thank you so much. Have a good night. Hi. I'm wondering why it's buffering, because I don't see any. My signal is up strong, and you know. Девушка, а можете официанта позвать?
Да.
There are some families.
Вы меня звали?
Да, счетик, пожалуйста. Все, не могу, комары закусали.
Карта наличная?
Картой.
Могу забрать?
Да, пожалуйста, забирайте. Да. Вот проблема. The guy was pretty nice. Not too much in my face, but very attentive. Gonna leave him a tip. It's gonna be an online one. Guys, give me a check. Is it 5x5? No more buffering? Yes, thank you. Yes, CBL, CBCLI. There is Rostov. It's called Rostov the Great. It's a tiny town in the central Russia. Very religious one, religious history. There's a huge monastery, very famous one. And Rostov-on-Don is a modern, young, huge city on River Don. That's why it's called on Don. Excellent. Vivek, приятного аппетита. Thank you so much. Hi. It will be exciting to see the Russian ladies again. Wait for a few minutes, literally 3-4 minutes, you will see a model show. Seriously. Because this is Saturday night and all the ladies will be dressed up and ready for action. Well, the action, I mean, they just want to meet someone, I guess. You know. EMS paramedic, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for being with us, and thank you. Good night. There is fireworks. People celebrating. Well, this is the Rostov I know. The energy I know. I can feel it in the air. You know, people are here. People getting ready to rumble. Lockheed, and I love hearing you speak in Russian. I've been studying, can understand most of your social interactions. Now I must use... А давайте мы вот так. Так. Слушайте, а я могу вам чаевые оставить через эту штуку? У вас QR-код есть какой-нибудь? Okay, guys, I just paid. I just, placed this thing near the telephone and paid by my phone. And I'm gonna pay by this QR code. I'm gonna leave the tip. Gonna scan it. Hang on for a little bit. Нет, карточки нет. Что делать? Okay, I'm back on. I just paid my bill and I left tips, and that's all the telephone. So ready to move on, guys. Can't wait to stand up and move around. This place is great, but too many mosquitoes. Oh, goodness. Let me get out of this place. This is the indoor section. Tons of kids playing. Is a nice, well, it's not a pool, you can't really swim, it's some kind of a pool just to look at kids. Okay, we're out of here. Guys, are you with me? 27 people still left. We are going to take a walk on the waterfront after dark. This is a good time. It's not too late, but not too early. It's different right now. After dark, there's plenty of light. Right up ahead in the distance, it's FIFA World Cup Stadium, advertising tomorrow's game between Rostov and St. Petersburg. And this is the embankment. It has some light, but not too much light. This part is darker, but there is another part that is going to be a little lighter. We are going to go past. I'm going to walk fast right now. Hey, there's a couple, boy and a girl. Yahoo! Every time I'll see one, I'll just start screaming. Yahoo! Looks like it's a power gym. No, it's a sump pump. Okay. Okay, it's better now. It was a sump pump of some kind. All right, I see. Well, it's a different story now, guys. I mean, it's too dark for you to see. There's not much light. Once we make it to the bridge and past the bridge, there'll be many more lights and you will see more. But wow, dawn is beautiful at night. Check this out. There are boats, traffic is still heavy. Whoops, something's wrong. I don't want you to see me. I want you to see the good stuff. There you go. I swear, telephone and YouTube, they live their own separate lives. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know, you guys call me romantic or whatever, but I just like sights like this. They just give me a boost of good mood. Yes, finally, I'm seeing more couples. I think it's a popular place for dates because I see couples on dates. That's what I've been trying to figure out. What happened to people, boys and girls dating, going out for drinks or for restaurant or for a walk at least, you know. And they sit on the benches here and there. And good. Baltica 7. Quiet here. I gotta make it to the bridge, past the bridge. There's a couple. Peaceful, very quiet. No more music, no more noise, no more people. Nice for a change. Couples on the benches, look. Nice. Guys, I'm happy. Believe it or not, but seeing young people in love or, you know, just dating or whatever, just meeting for the first time, it's pretty amazing sight. Smile. My Indian friend, have you noticed how people in Russia don't smile? What do you think about that? Yeah, please let me know. This monument is to border patrol people, officers, employees. See the old one, Soviet one, the modern one. There is a fire show. I think you guys are gonna enjoy it. I think for something like that in the United States, you need a permission, special permission, and do that under supervision of a fire department of a district where show takes place. But not in Russia. Another sump pump. What is up with that? This one is not as noisy as the other one a few minutes ago. What are they pumping? Holy cow, I didn't see this ship. Susan, I'm not sure if there's a fair clause for ambient music, but YouTube strikes me every more light here. One thing I'm going to share with you guys is my take on how many pregnancies there have been in Russia. Again, I'm not never give you official statistics because it's always, it could be wrong. I don't know. Some Russian agencies say one numbers, other agencies say different numbers. So I'm just telling you merely what I see around me. And back 10 years ago, I saw tons of pregnant women all around the place. Literally anywhere I would go, I would see a pregnant woman or many women. These days, I've been walking, I've seen one so far, just passed by her. It seems like the Russians have taken a break on having children. Again, this is my opinion, my observations. This is what I observe walking around and seeing things around me. But it's pretty sad. I remember it's a good sight when women are pregnant. Tons of kids. I love kids, okay? I have 5 kids on my own. But now, no. Fisherman's Row. Look how many rods. Everything is, all space here is taken up by the fishermen and by the rods. Аж photo shoot is going on. А у меня рублей нет, только доллары.
Здравствуйте, ты тут разошлась, конечно.
Здравствуйте.
Здрасте, это что, Ростов-Дон?
Это? Ну, наверное, да. Вот это да, я предполагаю.
Куда-то в этот...
А я стримлю вживую.
А, вы стримите?
Yeah, it's the birthday girl. Do you speak English?
Yes, of course.
Alright, let's speak English. What's your name?
Kate.
Kate, what are you girls doing here?
Dancing.
Dancing, what's good?
Here, there.
Nice tattoos.
Да, много.
I can't really see them because it's dark.
Подождите, покажите их. Подождите. Этого сейчас не было, забудьте. Что вы там снимаете?
Вот, смотрите, это лайвстрим.
То есть, а вы это выложите куда-то или что?
Это лайвстрим, это прямо сейчас смотрят там 30
А потом
человек.
это кто-то еще может посмотреть?
Да, все.
Давайте
в мире
мы вас-
все.
Давайте мы там...
Давайте меня поснимайте.
Давайте.
Давайте. Стримьте меня.
На, сделай там что-нибудь. Хорошо, мы сейчас вас тоже сделаем. Включай. Да, это на сохранить, что потом снимать. А что снимать? Ну ты должна снимать. Поговорите на английском.
So I'm doing a stream down here in the waterfront of Rostov-on-Don.
Where are you from?
I'm from Rostov originally.
No, English very well.
You know, trying. Anyway, I'm doing a stream. Are you doing a story for an Instagram or something?
Instagram story сделайте там. Хорошо. Nice. Как вас отметить?
I will give you my channel's name. How about
Я
that?
даст тебе номер канала, и ты заходи.
20% left. But guys, we are on schedule.
Я ничего не знаю, что он там даст. А как? Имя
Номер-
своего канала.
Смотрите, Letters to King. Письма к Кингу, королю. Letters to King.
Letters to King.
Да, вот найдите.
Да, letters.
Letters to King.
Да, не на русском.
На английском. На английском.
Letters to
King.
King.
K-I-N-G.
Да, King. To King. Давай, заходи.
Типа популярный?
Да нет, какой там популярный. Подписывайтесь.
Ну, нормально.
И вот здесь идет стрим. Нажмите сюда.
А вы с Ростова?
Да, и вот
Да,
вы сейчас
я
себя увидите. Сейчас реклама пройдет.
А почему у вас все иностранцы?
Ну, так получилось.
А вы не преподаватель по-английскому?
Они платят
Для себя, да, выучили?
Я для себя, да.
Классно.
Рекламу убирайте.
Так, подожди.
Видите, да? Вот я вас сейчас стримлю. А у меня чего только нет. Beautiful ladies. Young girls. Слушайте, а вы еще школьницы?
Мы уже в институте учимся.
They're college students.
Я
Okay. Okay.
А, вот ты закончила все институты мира.
I guess it's girls' night out.
Все, мы идем к себе в ресторан. До свидания.
До свидания, удачи.
свидания, вам тоже
Good luck.
хорошего вечера.
Thank you.
Катя,
That was pretty cool encounter. They speak a little bit of English. Got myself a new subscriber, and they're gonna, watch themselves live. They were watching themselves live. That's something new. I think a new concept for them. Fisherman. There's another street musician. Можно? Rina, hello there. From Russia with love. It's been, I wouldn't say it's been a very eventful, but a very pleasant, very nice stream, okay? Haven't had any troubles today. This is Rostov-on-Don, the waterfront. the place where all parties, where people go to hang out, go out to the restaurants and go on dates, meeting each other. This is happening. And at least I see so many more people compared to last Saturday, where I was in the center around this time and there was anyone on the street. So that's pretty nice. Tons of boys, young girls, middle-aged people. Everyone's out having fun. Fantastic temperature right now, fantastic weather. I'd say mid to high 70s. Oh, it's such a relief from daytime scorcher. Thank you for making the stream. Oh, people just look. They're watching, they're looking, admiring the bridge. I will take a place here too. Pregnant lady. It must be the second lady because one was sitting on the bench. It's good. You see, I said a pregnant lady and they started showing up right next to me. Jennifer, they are going for catfish. Catfish is considered a trophy fish here. They also go for brim and carp. Susan, very gentle evening, yes. Kind of different from the last Saturday evening that, I walked. Street walker. This is so cute, check it out. The coffee shop, mobile coffee shop right there. Not coffee, no coffee for me yet. This river cruise boat is called. Check it out. Excellence, Katharina. Why would they call a boat in Russia Excellence, Katharina? I don't know. Check this place out. Very interesting. If you look closer, in English it says Don Burger. Don, D-O-N, is the name of the river. I've said it many times. Okay, Don Burger. And in Russia, it's like kind of trademark name in Rostov, because everything is Don. Don beer, Don burger, Don hot dog, Don invest, Don something. In English, it's so funny. In English, it sounds like don't invest, but in Russian, the bank is called Don Invest because D-O-N invest. Invest by River Don. Don Burger. Like when American friends came here with me, my ex-wife came here. We were looking at this and we were laughing. I mean, who in the right mind would call a bank Don Invest? I mean, it's a goal there. You know, don't everything. But to us, the locals, Don Burger, Don Invest sounds fine. It's invest by Don. It's, you know, burgers on Don. Don't beer. Don beer. It's beer of the River Don. We get into the commotion.
Я смотрю артики.
You know what? This is the coolest bathroom I have ever seen in Russia so far. Somehow my gimbal is not aligned right. Pretty cool. You can see me right in the middle. Liability issues, huh? Yes, it does look like a big toaster, but it's pretty cool. This is the main steps, the stairwell going to the cathedral square. So cool. This guy just met these two girls and then he's inviting his buddy to join on a double date. This is how they meet these days. By the way, this is a monument to Maxim Gorky. Gorky Park, well, Gorky parks all over Russia are named after his name, after him. Finally, there's some action. Good for you guys. These kiosks are so stylish. Ice cream, cotton candy. Yellow is cotton candy. Ребята, можно посмотреть, как они делают? Спасибо.
Сами любуемся.
America's finest technology. Well, this cotton candy is fresh, there's no doubt. Я с удовольствием. Забыл. А у меня стрим, я прерывать не могу.
О, черт, печальная ситуация.
А я в следующий раз приду сюда, я в 2 раза
Когда
вам.
вы в следующий раз?
В субботу.
Хорошо, я запомню. Мы просто обычно пятница-суббота.
Ну все, договорились.
Что-то хорошее. Просто хотел сказать что-то красивое. Что-нибудь для людей, но агрессивное.
Лучше молчи.
Жестко. The guy was singing in Russian. It was kind of like exprompt. He was saying, I was trying to say something nice. I was trying to say something good to people. And this girl was passing by and they just tell him, yeah, just better keep silence. Sapore Italiano. Oh yeah, usual picture. Girls are sitting in the telephones. Gelateria. Що тут з сигналом? Buffering. It's buffering here too. Что такое? Here you go, I'm back. It was a freaky accident. I have no idea what happened. It just started buffering on one side, you know. 10% left, meaning, guys, I have 15 minutes probably, and that's it. But we're making just in time. Very strange techno art. This vodka does to you a little bit too much to drink. It's time to wake up, you know. Dark lounge. This is the dark lounge. By the way, guys, I have a question to all of you. Do people in your countries smoke shisha pipes like we do here in Russia? Like if you go to any restaurant, there will be a person who will fix you up with a shisha pipe. Regular tobacco, fruit tobacco, actually. You know, no narcotics, no drugs or anything like that. So, do you guys have it a lot in your restaurants? These birds you were talking about, I see. Everything looks nice. Oops, that's the end. Now regular fountain. Kids are having a blast, let me tell you. Party's over. No, party's just getting started. Most of these kids should be in bed now. It's almost 10 p.m. Kids are not the only ones having fun. Look at these boys. They're like teenagers. Completely sold. Why in the world would these girls get cotton candy? You just, that beats me. Что тут делает? Вату? Девушка, можно сфотографировать, как вы вату будете делать? Thank you, but no thank you. All right. Better move on. I guess can't film everything, can I? This is where the party is. There's a line standing at McDonald's. They actually have a second door, a second story outdoor patio. Fantastic, huh? So it's like the coolest McDonald's I've ever seen. I think they stay open. McDonald's Express stays open 24/7. Susan, I can eat McDonald's too. Actually, I was thinking of doing a video on McDonald's. I was thinking of buying everything at McDonald's menu and taking it home and try eating it with my older daughter and comparing how American McDonald's tastes and Russian McDonald's tastes. Comparing how American and Russian McDonald's taste like. So what do you think of this video? Oi. Why do you think they wouldn't know what to do with everything on the menu? Let me tell you. Russian McDonald's employees are troopers. They can do anything. The situations with them happen here in Russia, they have taught them. They have trained them. They're ready for anything. I'll be filming as I order. Going back, waffles and cotton candy. I don't feel like eating anything. Девушки, а тут хот-доги кто-нибудь продает? Хот-доги. Почему? Там никто не продает. It says no hot dogs here. Another fire show I see up front.
Now I'm fighting with my hands up,
Look at what these guys are doing. This is empty. This cruise is done for the day, for the night, right? They're empty. And still, they left music blasting. Oh, can't stand that. This is so cool. It's called Kori Fanchik. Kori Fanchik. Korean street food. I've never seen Korean street food in my life. I should. Hang on. Здрасте. А что у вас тут такое есть? Меню. А расскажите, пожалуйста, а вот меню есть, да? Суп, том-ям, это ж не корейский. Барбекю. Да, я понял. Я думал, у вас такие хардкорные корейские блюда. That was pretty unbelievable. I get in there and I'm thinking, wow, this is Korean food, you know, great. They have chicken wings, burgers, hamburgers. They have tom yum. They have all kinds of stuff. So it's like a mix of hellish cuisine, and it's just called Korean street food. It's a marketing trick. Clickbait, that's what it's called on YouTube. Subway. Maybe I should get a Subway. Tuna is my favorite. Tuna subs, double tuna. Guys, what's wrong with this picture? Two girls again. I mean, look at them. I mean, I saw their faces, you know. It's very pretty. Aye. The guy is actually playing an instrument. So it's a robot. That's who's been causing all the troubles here. Oops, nичего. There's another fire show. I can smell gasoline. The wind is blowing my way. The guys are like 150 feet from me. It's pretty amazing. This girl was passing by. She looked at me. She's like, "You filming again?" She must have seen me today already. Thank goodness there's no music here.